I'm live on the messiest workbench in the world. Except for the other workbench, which is even messier. Ugh. It's kind of sad.
Oh, it is right
Yeah, there you go. We're live. We ain't messing around. We're live from Budokai or whatever. What was that album? Oh, it was an album that was called that, I think, at one point. Howdy, guys. How's it going? Oh, hope everybody's doing good. I know I am. Kind of a long day today, but now I get to come home and hang out with you all. So good times, good times. Yeah, no real plan tonight. I mean, I kind of winging it because I sort of anticipated, being in a cornfield right now, getting some corn out. But here we are, not in a cornfield. So that means we've got to figure out what to do. So anyway, what's up, everybody? Sorry, I know I missed some guys there. I was looking at some stuff. What's up, Chris and 64 Scale World and John and Brock and hey, what's up, Sean? How are you doing? The Ford man, Ducky, Dylan. I think I saw Malachi there at some point. Howdy, finally made time to watch. Hey, yeah, Connor's here. Nice, good to see you, man. What's up, Landon? What's up, Toby? Yeah, we got rained out too. Hey, JD. Um, doing okay. Yeah, so we got rained out, so here we are on the workbench. Not a bad thing, of course. I don't know. I haven't. So, oh, you know what? Did we ever find? I don't know if I found the running gear for these things yet.
I don't know what that is, so.
We definitely did not. So we've got to look for that. Okay.
Is that something I'm gonna have to paint?
Yep.
Yay!
And the sooner the better. So I'll find them tonight, hopefully, maybe, possibly.
Okay.
I've got some. I got a couple packages to ship out too. So, working on one of these Landau doohickeys here. So, what's up with the combine? So, yeah, good question there. uh, so, the fan belt broke. Seems like an easy fix, right? Not on a John Deere S670, it's not. So, it turns out that thing is nearly impossible to get to. Unless you want to remove like the fan shroud, half a dozen plates or so. Yeah, I don't know. So it was an ordeal, but I mean, I think we all know at this point John Deere doesn't want you working on your own equipment, and I think that just proves it. The engineer that came up with that design, I think needs kicked square in the teeth or something. I was going to say somewhere else, but then I decided not to because we got to keep this kid friendly. But yeah, anyway, so it was not a happy day. We literally spent all day yesterday. We pulled in the field around 9. At about 9:10 or so, the combine was broke down. So if that tells you how that was going. So yeah, fun stuff. Fun times at Ridgemont High. I realize I'm probably the only person that remembers, that. So I'm trying to figure out, I don't remember. Oh my gosh, I need Kyle here. He designed these. It's almost like trying to change a FEP sheet. Yes. Agreed. Oh. And speaking of, I think I need to do that too here in the next day or so. Okay, there we go. So that one, I feel like, okay. This one. I feel like it's got to be like this, right? Yes. Yeah, so some Landau tillage. These are going to be relatively, I don't want to call them low detail, but simple. Just because you guys know there's already like a super high detailed version of this in existence. That's big money. But there's a lot of guys that can't afford to drop that huge money. So you did, Kyle. You did. You made that. So anyway, I wanted one that I can get in hopefully a price point that's not, astronomical. So that's the plan with this thing. And I'm finally getting them put together, I hope. Or at least we're going to try. So as soon as possible, Malachi, just let me know. I'll send you some money, and you can get those sent out or whatever. Because yeah, I mean, sooner the better. So I love how Kyle doesn't even remember stuff he designed for me at this point. I might be overworking Kyle. Oh, I don't know what that was. I guess I should have turned my notifications off. I need to remember to do that. Turn notifications off. Oh, how much rain did we get? We got an inch today. And then I don't know, we got about a half inch the other day, whenever the last time it worked. So hopefully there's a chance of rain every day this week, except for tomorrow. I think tomorrow's clear. So hopefully we can miss some of those because we still got, I don't know, 120 acres of corn, I guess, and then all of the beans. So I mean, we got some work to put in yet. All right. Stride Song said one guy got a tractor broke and asked me to refund the whole price for him to keep it, and he continued to tell me it couldn't be fixed with glue, but I built the whole tractor with glue. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I trust me, I get it, Connor. Totally understand. It happens. Um, my, I don't know. It depends. So if it's somebody I know, like usually I'll like refund them and like, yeah, just can't hang on to it. I don't care. Maybe I'll send them another, something like that. If it's somebody I don't know, I tell them to send it back to me. Um, but yeah, unfortunately, that is one of the tricky parts. I guess I should have glued those in before I, started working on the front. That is one of the trickiest parts of making custom farm toys. Boy, that just does not want to fit in there very good. There it goes. Is sometimes they break. It stinks, and yeah, I feel for you for sure. Or sometimes packages get lost. We know how that goes. To have a specific favorite tractor? That's always a good question. I think it's probably a Steiger KP 1400. If I'm gonna pick one, I think it's gonna be that one. Honorable mention: New Holland 9882. So yeah, and then maybe like a Case IH Quadtrac 485 or something like that. Can you show how to take decals off 164 scale trucks and put on new ones? Yeah, I can do that sometime. I will actually need to go get some material to do that. So I can't do it right now, but maybe I can make a video on that for you guys. It's super simple. You need a Q-tip and some acetone, and you need to be super careful, is essentially how that works. So, but yeah, for sure, I'd be glad to do a video on that at some point if you guys want me to. Yeah, yeah, Connor. Yeah. It I don't know. I mean, I don't want to get into the weeds too much, but yeah, 16th guys, sometimes they don't understand. 64th and 16th are two completely different animals. And I say this as a guy who does both. Two completely different beasts. And so, but there are definitely guys that do not understand that, which is weird. But dry erase marker to use to remove decals. Yeah, I'll 100% try that. I'm not sure either, but that's amazing. My wife goes, I don't even know how that would work, but it obviously does. So yeah, 100% gonna try that. That sounds awesome. Oh my gosh. You know how much that would save time and energy and the chance of goofing up with acetone you definitely do. So how do you make paint fade? Oh man, I can't speak tonight, guys. Dull coat. So just get some Testors dull coat. You can brush this on. You can spray it on if you have an airbrush. They make a spray can of dull coat as well if you want to do the whole thing. Works excellent. Try using a dryer. Oh yeah, sorry, rereading. What's my favorite John Deere? Ooh, great question. Probably an 8960 or an 8850 Kinsey repowered, or 4020 or 5020. But I'm gonna go with 8960. That was my first thought, so that's got to be it, right? Always go with the gut. I think you should 100% tell me what you were designing, Kyle. Ha ha ha. Oh yeah, he's just trying to scam you, Connor. Yeah, don't give him his money back. I kind of want to know who it is now because I want to know if it's one of the guys that have tried to pull that crap on me over the years. Yeah, don't put it on the chat, but maybe shoot me a message later. But yeah, yeah, wouldn't even be surprised if it was. Yeah, there are like 99.9% of people in this hobby are amazing, and then there's just like two or three bad eggs out there that I think have made their rounds on everybody in this hobby at some point. So yeah. Anyway, keep your head up. Stuff breaks every once in a while. You run into a jerk like that. Don't worry about it. You build awesome stuff. You've sent me several things. They're all great. So uh, you're one of the talented young guys in this hobby. So just keep your head up on that. Don't worry about when guys do stuff like that. How do you make a bin? I don't. That's how. I get mine from Mini Toy Truck and Tractor. That's how I do that. If you wanted to, you could probably, if you could still find, do they even still make old metal coffee cans? An old metal coffee can kind of looks like a grain bin. You'd have to build your own top, but yeah, I don't know. Something like that would be doable. Okay, my glue lid is stuck. Holy cow. What's that? If you could bring me like those big, well, they're not real big. There's like channel locky plier type things over there. They're on the bin on the floor, like a little lap tray thing. Absolutely, Connor. You know me. Absolutely. Where's that show at? Anywhere close to me? Probably not. That never works out, does it? You live too far away for us to be going to too many shows that are the same. Working on a giveaway for hitting 200 on YouTube. Yeah, awesome. Everybody check out Malachi's YouTube channel, by the way. You will enjoy it. Same way with Kyle and all the other guys that have. We want to promote. We just want to promote everybody here. We want to promote the hobby and kind of help everybody out. So I think that's the most important thing. I was actually, when kind of everybody got on, I was just going to do a quick shout out to a lot of guys that I know are trying to sell and trying to make it in this hobby and doing different neat things and all that sort of stuff. So I thought I'd wait a little bit, but I just thought it'd be a good idea. I want to, kind of get back to everybody.
We got 27 watching.
27, nice, awesome. What do you do if you send a package that someone bought and it gets lost? So you got a couple things here. So first, you should have your tracking. So you should be able to kind of figure out if it's lost. And trust me, it happens. Stuff gets lost in the mail or UPS, FedEx, whatever. It definitely happens. The second thing is you should have insurance on it if you're sending it. Insurance is stupid cheap. If you send like priority mail, you've got, I think it's 50 or $100 of insurance built into it already. I think it's $50, but so you've got insurance. So you need to take care of yourself. Protect yourself. So file an insurance claim, basically. So far, I have never had an insurance claim denied with UPS or USPS. I'm sorry. They've always been helpful and nice to work with as far as those things go. So I think that's the most important thing. And then the second thing I always try to do, I mean, especially if it's a legit customer, not trying to, not trying to kind of screw me over, I will replace the item. I mean, I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to take anybody's money and run or anything like that. I want to make sure they get what they wanted and all that sort of thing. So, and like I said, trust me, that the lost package thing happens. or like damaged items. It happens sometimes, and usually if something's damaged, if the person is capable of fixing it, I'll try to like hook them up with a deal or a discount or something like that. If they're not capable of fixing it, I will tell them to send it back to me. I will cover shipping both ways because hey, it was on me that it broke, and I'll fix it for them. So
Can you imagine that someone's buying these lost packages somewhere and they're like, "What is this like tractor situation?"
yeah, oh yeah, that's what I yeah. I'm like, well, one time, were we married yet? I got a Shapeways order one time, and it was a bunch of dragons. It was like
that was before mine.
it was like dragon figurines, like. And I'm like, oh, cool, my Shapeways order's here. And then I open it up and I'm like, what is this? And so, yeah, weird stuff happens. It just does. And I think with most people, it's an honest mistake. And so, I think pretty much everybody in this hobby tries to make it right. So, okay, Kyle is making a 30-pound hydraulic press, which searched it, but apparently a press around the weight has what 30 tons. Woo! Nice. Been looking for a good 164 scale disc for your display. What size disc are you looking for? I'm trying to work on a smaller one, and it's going to come down to Sweet Talking Kyle into designing it for me. um, I've got the frames designed, but I need to do the hinges, the hitch, all that stuff. So I'm working on a smaller disc, and then of course I have my 50 footer, which I'm never in stock with because as soon as I can build them, they're gone. But maybe someday I'll have enough to have stuck around.
So how many feet is this?
That is a disc ripper, and
I know, but
it's
feet
only
wise.
about 17 foot
Oh.
or 16 foot,
So
I
I haven't
guess.
painted any of these 50 feet.
This is a 50-foot disc
Oh.
right here. That guy.
Oh.
Yeah. Found some old paper designs of your 2019 display. Nice. That's always fun, isn't it? I'm making so I've got two Kraus discs, and then where do the dragons fit into Dogtown? Anywhere they want. They're dragons. We just put them out with a livestock, basically. Just hang out there.
You know, we're Game of Thrones fans. We can make the dragon.
That's right. What is the semi behind the chopper? I'm pretty sure, or the hopper bin. That's this guy. So this is a top shelf, and this was actually a, I don't want to call it a prototype, but like an early run without the color, I guess. Long story on how I ended up with that. I was going to customize it, but then I don't know. I decided it kind of looks cool like that. So, are there disc gangs for the Landau? So, no. Yes, sort of. So, my original goal was to use the ones I already had made up. But now that I've got the frame here, I kind of feel like I need to come up with some disc gangs for it that will fit it specifically. So, I don't know. Need an older 150, 250 up. Yeah, so like I said, I've got a couple Kraus that have just been kind of there in the works. The 50 footer obviously is done. I mean, I've got 50 footer half assembled here. So here's my 50 footer. Triple folds and all that are technically double fold, but I don't know why we always call those triple fold because they actually don't triple fold. They just double fold, but we always call them triple fold. Anyway, there's that thing. It needs a little repair. That's why it's sitting here on the bench. But I've got a smaller version of that. I want to do a 20 and a 30, and then I also want to do a sunflower disc. So, do you know if you will have any centerfold disc available? So, probably, because I've as funny as it's kind of funny you mentioned that. Let me just pull them out here. I've actually been putting together some centerfold frames, and I made my centerfold disc pretty simple, but yeah, so I've actually got the frames here. So the answer is I hope so by National. Okay, getting into 64 scale toys, what is the best place to buy farm toys at? Well, I mean, you can always check out fortheloveoftractors.com. I don't keep a lot of new in the box stuff there, to be honest with you. But, some. My favorite are my friends at B&B Farm Toys. Those guys are the best. They're good friends of mine, great people. So I kind of try to recommend them first. The second kind of best place I would go to the 164 scale store. You can search for them online. Josh Osborne, another great guy. Um, and um, then it just kind of comes down. If you're like looking for specialty stuff, there's a lot of guys that are out there doing specialty stuff. So. Bought 2 grain bins, auger, and grain truck from Outback. Nice, Ducky. That sounds cool. Hey, what's up, Cross D Farm Toys? How you doing, Dave? Hope everything's going great for you. I honestly, model tractor maker. I don't know. I have no idea what that thing's worth. I may be able to get a disc design during a few lunch periods. There's also a chance it may never get done due to lack of interest and motivation. Totally understand. Totally understand. Do you know how to stubble roll? I've never done it, but I've seen it done. Any going on the website? At some point, for sure. I think probably what I'll do after National is all this stuff we've been building. I'll probably try to get up on the website. So. I saw your junk bin video from like 2 years ago the other day, and it made me think that you need to sell some things from your junk bin because people would buy that stuff. I agree. It's just a time getting it down and putting it, taking pictures and getting it on the website. But I agree, and I would love to sell my quote unquote junk stuff. That would be great. Ever finish your Case 875 Ripper? I've got it all. I've got it all printed. Yeah, things are going good. Not right now. That's awesome. Glad to hear it. Save some for Bloomington. I will, Chris. Yeah, so my hope is to have. Obviously, I'm kind of taking some of the. Well, I plan to take some of the big guns to National. Some of the more expensive stuff, that's where that's going to sell. So I'm going to have some pretty heavy hitters up there. Well, at Dubuque. I keep saying National. I'm going to Dubuque. But we're going to have some heavy hitters there for sure. But yeah, I'm also trying to build extras so that I've got some stuff back for the Bloomington show as well as the Janesville show. And then I might as well announce it while we're here. We just signed up to do that show that Cameron Farmer has put on. Somebody asked me about it at the last live. So over in Richmond, Indiana, which is New Year's weekend, we decided to heck with it. We're going. Why not? It's fun. And Cameron said he's got like 100 tables sold already, which is awesome. So first year show, that's incredible. What is the Mopar or no car about? Just finished making a John Deere 400 bushel center dump gravity box. Cool. That sounds really cool. Oh yeah, that was you, Malachi. Yeah. So yeah, we're going. My wife and I, after you mentioned it, because my initial thought was, that's far. I wasn't even going to ask my wife if she wanted to go 6 hours to a toy show. But then we started talking about it that evening after the live, and we're like, well, I don't know. We could go. Why not? So we're going.
That's what we did.
I think it's the same weekend as the Champagne show. You mean we could have went to Champagne?
Jason Sharman. I'm gonna. If I didn't get to see my nephews on this trip.
Oh my. Oh, we could have went to a show 2 hours away. Or we could have went to a show 6 hours away. We're like, let's go 6 hours. Yeah. Woo. All right, Connor. Great seeing you. Thanks for stopping by. Have an awesome night. So, okay, what's the Mopar or no car about? So, back in the 60s and 70s, when the muscle car thing was raging, was a big thing. Mopar was Dodge and Plymouth. Those muscle cars, they're called Mopars, and so. Just the saying went Mopar or no car, meaning, if you don't have a Mopar, you don't want another car or whatever. So, I don't know. Anyway, I'm a Mopar guy. I don't own a Mopar right now, which is weird. But, I love those old muscle cars. So maybe someday, who knows? The prices keep going up. I can't imagine it ever happening, but would love to own a Cuda someday. Oh, no. So there's a Kraus. It's just a Kraus 30 foot, and I'm a little blank on the model number. It might be a 7400-30 or something like that. That was the disc I was thinking about. And then there's a Sunflower, and I can't think of the number on that Sunflower for nothing off the top of my head. But what's the best way to prep and paint your 3D parts? I just got some of your flatbeds. Oh, cool. Yeah. Oh, that's right. You did get, yeah. Okay. So really, those are in pretty good shape to go as they are. Um, if you're really like concerned about, oil on them or print residue, we try to clean everything we do the best we can. Um, so what we do is we use 99% isopropyl alcohol, and that kind of gets all of your leftover stuff off of there. But if you kind of want to take it a step farther, just get a little bit of simple green and some water, and then uh, rinse it obviously with some, just some good water, and then let it dry. And then I usually just hit it with a primer. I like self etching primer. I just feel a little better about it, but you don't have to use a self etching primer. But self etching primer, couple light coats just to get it good and covered, and then you can go over it with pretty much any paint. We just kind of use like farm store paint for most of ours. So buried the 9180 trying to fill in a deep hole with about a foot of water, pulling a 25-foot stubble roller. They get brand new rice. Yeah, you'd think, but you know what? You can bury anything. I've seen a quad track stuck before. Yeah, that Richmond show is filling up fast. And I was, after chatting with Cameron about it, I mean, they do such an awesome job at the Lafayette show. Cameron and Jordan do. So, but after chatting with Cameron about it, I'm like, okay, I see what they're doing here, and I think it makes a lot of sense. And I kind of wanted to make sure I'm in early on that, because I don't want it to fill up, and then we decide next year we want to go, and then not be able to get a spot because it's full. So yeah, the time is kind of now, at least I think for us, trying to do our thing and make our mark in the farm toy world, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Um, so anyway, we're going after it. I don't know. We'll see. Hope to have some really cool stuff for that show. Where can I get a hitch for a John Deere 8530? So, uh, geez, that's a great question. I don't know who is making 8530 hitches. Would Hector on Shapeways, I think, what is Thor 64? Would he have any 30 series hitches? Maybe. If not, maybe that's something we need to look into. I don't do a lot of two-wheel drive tractors, but I'm gonna have to start, or front wheel assist tractors or whatever. But I definitely need to, because it's something I've neglected and I love them. So I actually haven't worked much the last week. We've been so busy in the fields, I haven't got a lot done. Got a lot of parts painted, and I did a ton of body work on some tractors in the last week, because a lot of the things that I'm repowering needed some fairly significant body work, and so lot of JB weld, lot of glazing putty, sanding, etc., stuff like that. So yeah, I haven't made a lot of progress necessarily from this, but all the wheels are painted for these tractors, so those are going to go fast. As far as sticking handrails on and things like that, that always goes pretty quick. Speaking of cars, my friend just bought a 74 Fiat Spider that only has 18,000 miles on it. Holy cow. The last you heard, they had 305 of the 350. That is incredible. I'm excited for that show. I'm super excited. Do you know where you can pick up a realistic Case IH Magnum hitch? No, but but I'm gonna do one. That's on my list for the winter. It's just a matter of getting the time to do it, because I want one for these guys and for the Magnums, and um, For the smaller magnums, I mean, sorry, and all that sort of thing, the maxims. So yeah, definitely. Yeah, HMM replicas. There you go. Yeah, now, I thought he might have one. Oh heck, let me look. I think he does have one because now that I'm thinking about it, I think I own one of his. Wouldn't that be silliness? Yeah, look at this guy right here. Yeah, I actually have one of his. I haven't taken the supports off yet. I I don't know. All of a sudden, I'm like, wait a minute. I know he makes one because I have one. That's on the someday list. I'm just gonna make myself one. Yeah. So my intent was to customize this, and then I just kept looking at the hitch here, this rear end, and I hated it. So I'm gonna make one, or I'm gonna draw up one. It may still be a little bit, but I'm going to. It's just got to be done. Oh, nice. Yeah, I like Daryl's tires for sure. They're great. So yeah, you'll love them. They'll work great on your projects for sure. I don't use Daryl's tires a whole lot anymore, just because I just got connections with Adam and with Chucky. I mean, they're kind of buddies of mine, and so I just kind of support those guys. But yeah, Daryl's tires should not be overlooked. They are nice. Oh, now I got to remember what the shank configuration is on this thing. Hmm. Also got to see if I have the mental patience to put a bunch of shanks on tonight. I need to get my rear end putting shanks on some Wilrich chisels, but holy cow, am I having a time doing that? It seems like I break one for around every 5 I put on, and it drives me nuts. Rice season kicking your butt this year. I hear you. Yeah, harvest is kicking our butt too. It's been something else this year, and now it's going to be wet. So it's like, if the breakdowns and all that stuff weren't enough, now it's going to get wet. It'll just be a miserable finish to the harvest for sure. The only thing worse than muddy fields during harvest is down corn. So let's just hope the storms today didn't do that. Which I don't think we had enough wind to do anything like that, but I think east of us might have, though. I think they had pretty serious wind east of us. Oh, the 7810. I would love to do some 7810s. Here's the problem: is getting a hold of those castings. They're getting a little trickier to find. Um, I've made one for myself a few years back that I really like, but I haven't done one since, just because, like I said, it's a little hard to get. So I think there's a shank there, maybe there. No, maybe here, and I just realized these are the wrong shanks. These are weatherproofer shanks, and I need the shanks for that, which I haven't printed yet. So I guess that'll be a little delayed. Shoot, that was stupid. It's going to be a Halloween sale. Well, I don't see why not. We could do a Halloween sale if that's something you're all interested in, and if I am going to run a sale, I'll definitely put up some new stuff um, for said sale. That just makes sense. So yeah, somebody remind me though. Yeah, actually, Landon would make you an awesome 7810. Highly recommend his 7810s. He's very talented, and I've seen his, and they're great. So if you want a 7810 quicker than I'll ever get that, for sure, I would go to Landon. Where do I get my tractors from? Wherever I can. Main source these days, B&B Farm Toys. Local John Deere dealer, local Case IH dealer, New Holland dealer, whatever. You certainly hunt those up. Um, you never know. There's an occasional gem there. Oh, let's see. eBay's okay, I guess. Like I'll throw out eBay. It's okay. Outback Toys, of course, um, is always popular. They're fine to deal with. I try to get mine a lot from shows just because I know how it is being a dealer going to a show, and you're hoping you can sell, and everybody that buys something from you, you're thankful for, you're grateful for. So I try to buy a lot from shows from dealers, just for that reason. I had two Ford 9000 series tractors from SpecCast, and the exhaust on them I thought would turn the pulling tractors. Where's the best place to get puller parts? Probably Chucky's Precision Parts and Pullers would be my guess. He does a lot of puller stuff, so if anybody's going to have the parts you're looking for, it's probably him. Glad to help the dude. Yeah, absolutely. And of course, our website too. We do have some new in the box stuff up there. Just depends on the time of year and if I have time to put stuff up there. That's the tricky part, is finding time to do it. Right now, I'm hoping to remedy that. Maybe we'll see. Bought a Precision 4840. Guess what I'm going to do with it? Got a pretty good idea. Oh, get a hold of Landon on Discord for sure. It sounds like we need to hunt up Landon another 7810 body so he can get a project going here. Like I said, Landon does great work, so highly recommend it. Have a 64 scale 4520 with duals and nice yellow cab. Very cool. I love that series of tractor. It's so cool. Well, I'll tell you what, these shanks go on a weatherproofer. I happen to have a weatherproofer that those shanks go on, so let's put them on it. What do you say? What you looking for, Zoe? Nothing. Oh, you let your little brother play with it and the hitch broke. Yeah, that happens. Super glue. Just good old super glue. May have to clean it a little bit. Maybe just a light sanding just to rough up the tips or whatever on there. But yeah, absolutely, that'll take care of it. No problem. The custom and repair farm toy world is held together by super glue. Yeah, and so there is the Discord link that Punky KN put up there. If anybody wants to join our Discord, you are more than welcome. We just ask that you keep it friendly and keep it kid-friendly, no swearing, stuff like that, and just have fun. Post pictures of real tractors, farm toys, projects you're working on, whatever. We just like to have fun. We just keep it positive and light and have a good time. Oh, you lost the piece. Oh, that makes it trickier. Ooh, yeah, good question. I wish I had an easy answer for you on that one. I don't. You could maybe scratch build one out of some styrene. That might be your best bet. Okay, I'm thinking there's a really good chance that this super glue is toast. It's past its prime. Oh my gosh, we've got to do that tonight.
What?
Super glue. How do I find farm shows near me?
Good question. Since we're going to Richmond and not GFA, I don't know where the best person is.
So, the Toy Farmer might be your best bets. Facebook groups, if you do that sort of thing, also tend to post on there. I would love to create something where people could easily find them via either my website or just a separate website, but it's a time consuming thing, and I honestly don't know where they all are myself, and that's the tricky part. So you can always try to put one on yourself too if you want to really get your hands dirty there. Stole the hood off a 9380 Authentic, painted it red, found some decals, looks good. I bet it does look good. That's cool. I don't know why I'm doing all this work where you guys can't see it. This kind of negates the purpose of doing it live, doesn't it? Oh. So I'm just using a microfiber applicator and a little super glue, and then I'm doing that number and I'm holding it and hoping it holds. This super glue bottle, just in case you're wondering, so this is the BSI that we sell on our website. This bottle is several years old, and it's I think it's done. I'm kind of down to the very bottom of it, and I'm trying to use as much as I can of it, but I think it's time to break out a new bottle, because it's just not going well. But that gives you an idea. I mean, I'm custom building pretty much every night, every day, and that bottle lasted me a long time. So a week ago, finished a semi-trailer kit from Rockin' H. That's cool. Yeah, Rockin' H is great. Well, I like Eric. Good guy. Love his products. I definitely do a lot of trailers from him. You'll see those. We take a lot and put them on our table at shows. So we build those kits out and sell them, and then you of course will find them all over my farm toy display too. Oh yeah, that's toast.
I need to go check a bottle of gold.
Yeah, if you would please.
Is that a 1 ounce?
This is a 1 ounce, yes, and this is black.
Gold.
Yeah, black top. Oh, it's a sad day retiring the super gold bottle. Like I said, I almost, I don't go through those too often. It did. I was going to brag on it, but oh well. What was the first tractor I customized? So actually, that would be a Case IH Agri King. And we took some tires off of another tractor. It was probably also a Case IH Agri King. The old Ertl crappy ones. And I dualed it up with the help of my dad, and we just used Elmer's glue, so those duals didn't last very long. But I was like probably 4 when I did that. That's probably the first real tractor I customized. Aside from that sort of fiasco, actually it was probably a 1/16 scale John Deere 5020, and I got one that was in rough shape, and so what I did is I sanded it down and repainted it. And then I found some clamp-on duals, I think through Dakota Toys, or maybe I actually might have got them at a toy show, and stuck those on there. So that was actually probably the first real custom I did. And then, I don't know, I got into doing, I had one of these. It was a 60 series. This is a 70, but it was a 60 series. And I wanted to triple it up like the real one we had at the farm. So I did that using some standy tires and wheels. And then I put handrails on it and things like that. I still have that tractor at my office. It it kind of looks silly compared to what I can do now, but I was probably 10 or 11 at the time, so it was fun anyway. I still look back at it and I can see how far I've come customizing, and it kind of makes you proud. Oh, I just found some rims I forgot to paint yesterday, though. Ooh, that's frustrating. Have to do that when I get done here. Get them primed anyway and paint them tomorrow. Yeah, I have seen the new high-speed disc. It looks awesome, but I agree, it's probably it's going to be pricey, I am sure, but man, it's going to be neat. I will get one, definitely do a review, and then I may box it up and sell it, but because I just don't have a use for it. But if it's super cool, maybe I'll just keep it and put it on the shelf. We'll see. $50-20 row crop. Hubs on the axle. My dad put new axle on it. Fix the injectors. Nice. I love 50-20s. Those are awesome tractors. Yeah, and I haven't heard what those are going to cost yet, but I think a lot of the new toys are not being priced in advance because nobody knows yet because of all the shipping craziness and all that's going on. So I didn't get that cut all the way. Turned 11 on September 20th. Well, happy late birthday there. That's awesome. And thank you for joining us. I appreciate that. Ertl crap tires onto other tractors making 5480s. Yep. I think that's how a lot of us started there, Sean. I do hope they put the... Yeah, I noticed that. And I tell you what, when I first saw the prototype, I couldn't quite place what was off about it. And then I was talking to somebody else, and they said, oh, yeah, they need wheels on the outer wings. And I'm like, yep, that's it. I'm not super observant sometimes on stuff like that, on little details like that. But I knew something was wrong. I just didn't know what it was. Boy, I got more activator on my workbench than I got on the part here. Woo! New John Deere mixer mill, $15 by itself. Woo! That's pricey, but I mean that's the times we live in, I think. So we'll see. What did I see? The X9 Farm Show editions were going for like 140 or 150 bucks right now. That's insane. Those things were what were they, like $50 or $45 at the show or $35? I don't remember. I mean, I get it. They're scarce. I get it, but it's just weird. And I wonder if that price will come down once the rest of them get stateside too. But the farm toy market is weird right now. It's in a weird place. There was an auction. I don't know where it was, but a buddy of mine was sending me results from it. And there was stuff that you can go to a show and buy for $200 that was selling for like, $1,500. And I don't know, things are nuts. That's why I try to make implements like this and like that other Landau I've got working on there, because I know there's so many guys out there that can't drop $100 on a custom implement, but they might be able to drop $35 or $40 on one. And so, I don't know. That's the guys I'm going for, because I just remember what it was like to be one of those guys. Where you wanted cool stuff, but you couldn't afford to drop the big money on the cool stuff. But hey, if somebody had something that was neat, that wasn't a fortune, I could go in and get that. And so that's one of the things I try to keep in mind. Now, of course, I do build, my repowered tractors are, they're pretty expensive. But I try to keep in mind that, there's a lot of guys that can't drop big money. And so if I can come up with something that's maybe not silly expensive, maybe, it'd be great. So where is Town and Country Toys? Great question. I'm actually not sure. You think they'll stay up there? Yeah, they might, Chris. They may. The 9RXs, they didn't really come down, did they? So, yeah, they may. Might ride with a friend in a New Holland Combine. That's cool. I think we have to go through a Kinsey dealer to get those high-speed discs. Oh, maybe I need to go talk to my Kinsey dealer. My Kinsey dealer is also my New Holland and Case IH dealer, and they're not really great to work with as far as toys go. I'll just be honest. They just aren't. Um, I don't know. They're just not. So I may have to hope somebody gets some and I can grab a few or something like that. Waterloo, Wisconsin is where Town and Country Toys are at. All right, thank you for the info there, Jay. I had no idea. Oh, I actually know who you're talking about now. I didn't realize that was the name of their business there, Jay. Yeah, they're great people. They're super nice. You bet. Oh, absolutely, Jeff. Yeah, I mean it is. It's hard to $100 here, $100 there. All of a sudden, you're broke. I mean, it's kind of silliness. I mean, I've got some pretty serious money in some kits here that are eventually going to go on Dogtown. And then somebody saw a picture of one I was working on and like, hey, what can I build that, or what would it cost to do one of those for me? And I'm like, well, that's like a $400 64 scale implement. I mean, it's just, and of course, there's a huge sticker shock when you tell somebody that, but unfortunately, some of that stuff isn't way anymore. I wish it wasn't, but like I said, I just gotta, just try to fill in that hole at the bottom. And what's really stinks is, what used to be a $20 toy is now a $40 toy, and what used to be a $40 toy is now a $50 and $60 toy. I was actually doing the math on. I was trying to really like get down to the penny, if you will, on what like some of my custom tractors actually cost me to build, and I kind of realized that I wasn't making a ton of money off of them. And I mean that's not necessarily a big deal, but when you're kind of trying to do it as a business, you obviously have to make money doing it. And I'm like, oh gosh, I think my $65 tractors are probably going to be $70 or $75 tractors from now on, and I hate that, but it's just the way it is. Oh my gosh, Taylor. Freaking Jay. That's the way Jay is. He just did it on purpose. He just was just leaving you out. And then he's gonna brag about all the cool stuff we did while you were gone.
Don't get him started.
If you guys don't know, shout out to Jay Rolchin. He is Dirtworks Customs. Check him out online. And then shout out to Taylor Foster, who is Empty Pocket Rebuilds. He does all the cool tiling stuff. If you can't get with him on his tiling stuff, we try to carry some of that as well at shows. So just so y'all know, both of those guys make absolutely awesome stuff. So yeah, that Chris, that's the thing. Like, so I'll get something like this. Okay, so this. I mean, don't get me wrong. One of these decked out could go on my display. I'll have one on my display actually, but if like I really want like a Case IH 875 on my display, and that's definitely not a $35 toy, and so it's just one of those things. Those green that green paint's expensive. That's the thing there, Jeff. You know. Welcome back, Dylan. Now Jay will say the exact opposite. 9 minutes, I assume. Yeah, that's about right.
Well, actually, I was going to do some laundry, so I was going to give you more than 10.
Oh,
do 9 minutes.
Well, how much longer? We need to know. The guys want to know.
I would say probably 20.
Oh, we got 20 minutes, the wife says. So 20 whole minutes.
See, you think you know me, but you don't.
What am I going to do for 20 minutes? So I was going to put disc gangs on stuff, but I got to repaint them. So
there's none in this box.
There's
right
none in this box. I don't know.
What's
Are
a-
there?
What's a disc gang?
Oh, there are actually several
Oh,
in
my
this box. Oh my
lord.
lord! Let's just grab a few of those.
I just paint stuff for no reason, apparently. And,
No, that's not it at all.
telling me I had none.
That's not it. That's not it.
Oh my god.
All right, let's put some disc gangs on some stuff. Woo! Wifey found some painted ones.
Wifey found. Wifey knew where they were at. Why we have this conversation?
This is why I'm skeptical I can ever do this for a living, because I couldn't organize my way out of a wet paper sack. No, I've got a really good painter. We're not getting rid of her.
Taylor needs to be careful because I'll unionize with his wife, and you two will be up the creek.
Oh, I hope you heard that, Taylor. She said she's going to talk to your wife about forming a union, and then a painters union, and then you guys are in trouble. Well, wait, that means me too.
Well, you can blame your friend Taylor.
I'm not smack talking. That's Taylor smack talking.
You're letting him on your page in your team.
Oh, get me in trouble, Taylor. Get me in trouble. All right, disc gangs. Woohoo! I'm excited. When I designed these a million years ago, they were kind of just generic disc gangs, and but they work out perfect on this weatherproofer. So I'm barely in frame. Oh, I am barely in frame. Thank you. Okay, let's try to do better here with our live shots. And you can see it's super scientific about placement. Actually, if you ever do get a kit, one of these kits from me, the gang goes here, and then the I don't know, let's call it the passengers. No, the driver's side gang. So it's on that side, left side gang goes all the way to the middle, and then the right side gang offsets a little bit. That's kind of how it is on these old weatherproofers anyway. We used to have a real one of these back in the day. So that's why I made my own. Or made myself one anyway. Let's see here. We need that to go this way. And like I said, these aren't necessarily meant to be super high detail units. They're just supposed to look good and be cost effective, and I think they do that. The outer gang is going to need some activator. Let's do this. It's just being stubborn. There we go. The 4020th to Detroit, the paint is drying as we speak. So I hope by the next live we'll be debuting that tractor. It's neat. Turned out pretty cool. I don't know that too many people have done 4020 repowers in 64 scale, so it should be fairly unique. I think there's probably a few out there, but anyway, I think it'll be fun. I love repowered tractors. But I tell you what I've learned is they are a giant pain in the butt to make. Stay put. Oh, I'm shaky tonight. I don't know if that's age or... Oh, really? Did you just fall off of there? Oh. Okay. Let's try this again. I should have put activator on it. But I was being cocky. Oh, there it goes. And it's stuck. Awesome. Good. Good deal. Let's get that on there too. She just heard all of that. Oh boy. We could be in trouble, Taylor. We could be in trouble. Yeah, Jeff, you're right on the money with that. Yeah. That's why I love trading with you, because I think we both get it. we both know what it's like. um, to have to make make a custom tractor work. But yeah, it's and then now if you're using 3D parts and kits and wheels and tires are expensive now, and I have no keep in mind I have zero inside information here, but I can't imagine they stay the same price forever just because of how much they cost. The price of everything's going up. So that's not a white, is it, man? It is a white. The wheels are drying for that too. We're gonna do a little light custom on that white. It'll be fun. Good evening, Silas. Hey, how's it going? I did with Dad at 164 scale, 8850 with Standy 3532s. I was 9. He worked in a machine shop back then. Flared the ins. That's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, that's awesome. You have it all, don't you? I kind of do. I don't know. I'm a pretty lucky guy. Pretty lucky guy. I have about 4 of my 25-foot 496s, 2 my 20-foot 490s, and a couple 32 foots of each to finish from my. Finish your levy plow. Cool. Hey, Colton, how's it going? Yeah, agreed. That I don't know what's up with the pricing on those. It's annoying. That's what's up with the pricing on those. But yeah, I saw that too. Oh, I get it, Jeff. I totally understand. Trust me, I know. Just whenever. I'm in no hurry. I'm not pestering you for it. Just whenever. All right. Oh, I tell you what I need to do is I need to get with Adam Sunken and get some more tires for these. I only have a few pair left that I like for these. He has the perfect tire. In fact, I got one here. I probably got more than one pair left. This is like what is this? It's like a 15L something, and it is the perfect tire for these weatherproofers. Yeah, Jay, I hear you. Um, it's I don't know. It's weird, and I'm afraid it's the new normal. That price range, but yeah. I bought. What did I buy the other day? I bought some. I ended up not buying them. I found some 9Rs, but they had the rear fenders and not the rear fuel tanks. And I wanted to customize them, but they were around $22 a piece or something like that. And the ones with the rear fenders just don't sell like the ones with the rear tanks, and so I ended up passing because $22. So $22 for a 4-wheel drive tractor, you might as well figure 25 or $30 in tires. So now we're $52. Then if I want to add, like I made my own. Here we go. I made my own rear hitches for them and hydraulic units. So there's another few dollars, handrails, all that sort of thing, another few dollars. Yeah, that's a 70, 80, $90 toy all of a sudden, and it's tricky. So I don't want to sit on a bunch of those and carry those around to show season, really. Have to go. Let's work on tractors again tomorrow. You never know if it rains again. Maybe you never know. Wish I had time to build everything on a farm. I hear you. Totally understand. We put our name on the list at dealership for the Wagners. Nice. That you guys will love those tractors. I'm looking forward to you guys taking. I assume you'll do a video on them. So I'm looking forward to seeing you guys do a video on those. I mean, I plan to do a video on them as well. But you guys have this really great attention for detail that I really enjoy watching. So Thinking of shooting the versatile. Oh yeah, highly recommend it. I did an MTS um, versatile. I've done a couple actually, and then I decided I wanted to do one and lengthen out that frame the extra. I think like 14 inches or whatever it is, and that's when I stopped making them. So, but yeah, that would be super cool tractor on those scrapers you got. That'd be awesome. Oh, I've definitely done that. I'm like, oh, this looks great. Let me ruin it by adding something else. Definitely done that before, for sure. I'm just gonna test fit some gangs on here. I don't think I want to use these gangs on this land all, but I'm gonna just see what it looks like. Might be the coolest thing I've ever done. Who knows? Yeah, maybe not quite big enough. I don't know. I think I need to make them just maybe like two disc blades longer, maybe, because so it folds, but then the gangs stick way up in the air. Okay, I got to build some stops for those, don't I? That's for sure on the list to do. Yeah. So yes, typically I've kind of found like slow cure is best on those, and sometimes I will even like if you got something big, sometimes I will even cure, and then I might even go back to some clean alcohol and let it dry again, and then go back and recure. I think that works best than one big long one. Yeah, seriously, we have to know somebody at Dr. Pepper, right? That can hook me up. Got to. Yeah, even if just using the versatile and not extending the frame, they look super cool. I mean, those MTS tractors are neat. It's kind of I've got a bunch of Delta tracks here, but the Delta tracks themselves sell pretty well, and so I'm like, well, I don't know, maybe I'll get to doing another MTS one of these days. All right, let's see. What else can I do here in the next few minutes? I don't know. Ooh, that didn't work so well. My pin almost fell out here. So let's fix that. Now that we got the fresh glue, let's get a drop on here. There we go. If you cut your tip small enough, you can just get a drop on there, and if not, you can get an applicator tip. That'll work really well. Hey, Scott. 5 minutes, the wifey says. So if you got any questions, fire away, etc., etc. And then I don't know. We got to go do some stuff. I got to do some 3D stuff here before bed. I gotta pack up something. I don't remember what I sold, but I gotta pack up something. Which super appreciative of anybody buying stuff. So some all black Delta tracks. Yep, I bet those look sweet. I love your all black 7520 you did. I mean, that's gonna stay in my collection forever. That thing is cool. I had a buddy I showed it to, and it was kind of funny. He goes like, why would you paint it up black?" I'm like, "Because it looks cool." And then he goes, "Yeah, it looks pretty cool actually." I'm like, "Yeah, see, that's why." What is one implement you'd love to see a toy manufacturer make? Ooh, that's a great question. Hmm. Oh man, you're making me think here. John Deere 510 disc ripper. That would be my pick. John Deere 510. I'd love to see SpecCast do it. Detail the crap out of it. I think it'd be awesome. Oh, big air drill would be all right. I certainly wouldn't complain. At this point, I'm just happy. Uh, Anytime we see new implements, so that's probably what'll happen, Taylor. Probably. She kind of runs the printer most of the time. I do the 3D design though, so I got to take a little credit. Just because I haven't taught her yet. That got a laugh. Oh, a land plane would be super cool. That would be a really cool implement. I agree. Oh, football's over for you, huh? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we still got football here. Yeah, probably another week or two, I'd say. It's got to be getting close though. I'm always happy. Anytime I'm around farm toys, you bet. Life is good. Get sick stuff. Doesn't get too much better than that. I'm just usually happy if I'm creating or doing something that you can kind of see something as your end result. That usually makes me happy. Like this. Obviously I got to stick some wheels and tires yet, but um, maybe a little detail painting, but it's pretty well ready to roll. I do have some decals made for those, um, but decals are the bane of my existence at this point. So, hey, look at that! I just found something else. Okay, cool. I'm going to go ahead and get the running gear on this land ball here while I'm here. Varsity still has 6 weeks. Okay. Gotcha. White planters would be neat, and I swear, and I must have been dreaming. I know I swear at one point I saw that SpecCast was bringing out a white planter, and this is 2 or 3 years ago, so I know it's not happening. But I had to be dreaming. But like I had it in my head for a good 4 or 5 months that we were getting some white planters from SpecCast. Nice, yeah, 9430, $16 is not bad at all for a 9430. So you did nice there, and yeah, those are cool tractors. So you'll have a great time. The display's fine, but I can't move my camera right now. That's kind of the really down part to that. Maybe next week or next live we do. Maybe we'll head over to the display and do some stuff. Um, we'll kind of do like a display one week and a workbench one week or something like that. Uh, I did a workbench again this week because obviously I'm just trying to get some stuff done for shows, and obviously I didn't get too much done here because I was doing more chatting and all that sort of stuff. And I did get this fairly assembled, and this thing's just about ready to rock. Hey, Everett, hey, homework's important. You got to prepare. Got to do that. That's that's fine. Homework's more important than this, and there's always time down the road for this sort of thing. So we'll never knock anybody for taking care of business there. I'm just gonna put a drop of glue. K-Tex scrapers. Yeah, those are hot topic. I don't know if I showed. Were you here when I showed those last week? I'll show you what I'm up against with the K-Tex scrapers. I'll show you my problem, and I'll figure it out. So here's the rear pan of the K-Tex. This thing keeps popping off, and it goes up here. And then also these two rams. Can't see, keep popping off these two rams here. But I'll get it figured out. I really want to get it figured out before National, but I'm running out of time. Dubuque. I keep saying National. I'm going to get myself sued. Here's the rear pan. Now, it's pretty good. It's pretty solid. The rear pan turned out pretty nice, I think. So, all right. I'm gonna put this other running gear on real quick, and then I gotta get the heck out of here, guys. Got stuff to do. So once you paint these up, so when I design these, they fit perfect. Super snug fit, perfect. But once you get paint on everything, that kind of goes away. So I almost did some Miskin scrapers. I don't know why I ended up going with K-Tech, but I did. Oh, I know why. I guess, well, that's a long story. Doesn't matter. So I ended up going with K-Tech. Let's see how this fits. Not well, so we need to do a little more file work here. All right, now it's going to go. Wonderful. And if you're wondering, because I have people ask sometimes, I generally like to glue these and make them static. You could leave them press fit on there and raise and lower. I mean, that's fine. But the reason I do this is because on a farm toy display, I don't want my stuff moving or rolling or, moving up and down or anything like that when I don't want it to. So I generally do that. But, I get it. I got to go too, Dylan. So I appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate all you guys stopping by. It was fun. I had a great night, and hope you guys did too. We'll do this again real soon. And I don't know. Thanks everybody. Hope to see you out at the shows. National and Dubuque, first weekend of November. Bloomington, Thanksgiving weekend. Bloomington, Illinois. Janesville, Wisconsin, I believe the weekend after that, or maybe 2 weekends. Early December. And then Richmond, Indiana, the first weekend of the new year. So anyway, hope to see you at shows, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Have yourselves an awesome day and happy tractor hunting.